Hey, what's up, Facebook, Soldier Nation, Muscle Development, let's see, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everybody. How's it going? Just checking in, let you guys know that exactly 3 weeks from today I'll be heading out to Pittsburgh for the IFBB North American Championships. That makes 22 days for today, 21 days until I step on stage. Just wanted to give a quick update on prep and how everything's going. This week made some scheduling changes to make sure that I'm getting adequate sleep, which starting back during the Team U prep, for some reason I fell into this pattern of doing some late night training, a couple of the early morning training, and then with my daughter, having teething issues and colds and stuff like that, I was only getting like 4 or 5 hours at best per night, and it really screwed me up. And it actually had a direct impact on the last 12 hours of my Team U prep. If you guys remember, I actually overslept, was exhausted, and it really did take its toll on my body. So made some changes to that. I'm no longer doing any late night training. I'm actually getting up early, or still getting up early, getting up at 5 and doing my fasted cardio, which is something I always did for previous preps, and I had kind of gotten away from it. So doing the 5 a.m. fasted cardio for about half an hour to 45 minutes, get ready for work, go to work, then I train in the afternoon, and I get my 30 minutes of cardio, usually HIIT cardio, immediately following my weight training, which I think is the best time to really do cardio other than first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. So what's great about it is I get to go home and I don't have to go back out again after my daughter settles down, and I can actually relax a little bit at night. So I'm trying to get to bed at about 9 o'clock, which I'm going to try to tonight, because right now, last couple of days I've been getting to bed about 10:30, get up at 5, so I'm getting about 7 hours of sleep, which is definitely not uninterrupted. I usually get up like every hour or so, just naturally. I don't really sleep very deeply, so trying to get that sleeping thing under order. As you see, I look at my face, I am still pretty tired, but I'm catching back up. It's starting to feel better and have more energy throughout the day. So never underestimate the power of good REM, growth hormone releasing sleep. It's definitely a must, and especially when you're doing all your hard dieting, your hard training, your body needs to recover, because when you sleep, that's when your body repairs itself. So food for thought. Anyway, as far as diet's concerned, calories are running about 2,400 calories a day. Definitely very hungry. I haven't started using the saffron extract, which I used last prep to help curb my appetite. Stuff really works. I've been trying to hold off till I get close to the show, so that it actually continues to work well, as opposed to using it right now, which from kind of that whole mental war that you have about whether or not I'm going to eat, and kind of fighting yourself or keeping yourself from eating stuff you shouldn't be eating. So I'm trying to think here. Carbs are pretty low, 130 grams. That's going to drop next week again. And I have a new process that I'm going to be following starting at the 10-day out mark. Kind of just an old school way of depletion and trying to get myself dialed in perfectly for the IFBB North American. So I think it's going to work really well. Conditioning right now seems to be right on point. Took some pictures last night, and I always tend to make my best gains and my best condition changes and my biggest improvements the last 2 to 3 weeks, especially with inside 2 weeks. My body literally changes every couple hours. So even now, I'm getting up in the morning and seeing where I'm at, and then for the time I go to bed at night, or by the time I finish up at the gym in the afternoon, early evening, I can already see a huge difference, in my midsection. That's where everything else is pretty much on point, but it's the midsection and your lower back and everything that is the last thing to really tighten up, lean out, and get to where it needs to be. So abs are getting sharper, everything's getting more defined, ripped, whatever term you want to use, it's coming along nicely. So it's very exciting. This is the most exciting part of prep for me, because you get to see all the fruits of your labor almost not instantaneously, but you see it pretty quickly, because every couple hours you put the cardio in, diet does its work, and then you see the changes in your body, like I said, in the morning and night. One last thing, I stopped weighing myself once again, kind of playing tricks in my mind. It kind of screws your head a little bit, especially during prep, because if you don't see the scale dropping, then you start worrying, okay, am I behind? Am I not, my body not responding? Is it not reacting? So what I do is I'm just going to weigh myself once a week, which would be every Friday, and that way I can at least see if I'm losing weight. I can tell, by the mirror that things are going in the right direction, but when you add the scale to it, and if it doesn't change as much as you think it should, your body changes. From prep to prep, it's different each time, so you can't really gauge it by the scale. You got to go by the mirror test. So that's one thing I've been consciously making an effort to stay off that scale, not let it mess with my head, and just keep an eye on the mirror and make sure everything's coming together the way it should come together. So anyway, 22 days as of today, 21 days until I step on stage tomorrow, and excited, and just try to train hard, get all my meals in, and do what I need to do. So guys, make sure you guys check out Cheek Nutrition, all the great products. Definitely been using their Speed X and Pump X3 for my pre-workout to keep fueling my workouts and keep the energy going. Hopefully they'll release a protein powder at some point in the near future. That'd be awesome. And as far as everything else, if you guys have any questions, hit me up on Facebook, Rip to Shreds Physiques, my consulting business page. Accept new clients all the time, and I would love to work with you guys. And of course, don't forget NPC David Lee's MPD on on Twitter and Instagram. All right, guys, we'll check in with you in another 5 to 7 days, and hope everyone's doing great. Take care.